Welcome everyone, this is Quad, and today I'm bringing you the highlights from 1 week of Project Diablo 2. This time I was farming with my Fist of the Heavens Paladin, running all the LOD locations. I had roughly around 100 MF, maybe a little bit more, and was gearing up in the process. Of course, as always, thank you to the supporters. Laz, my pleasure. And yeah, we're going to look into the drops first, those that I did not record. So I got this Bullcaster Sword, and also found nearly perfect Vampire Gaze, which is very awesome. Mavinus Armor with 2 Amazon skills. Nature's Peace that helped me to farm Nil Attack later on. And Ondo's Wisdom with 4 to all skills. And lastly 1 Vex Rune in the Stony Tombs. But the first recorded drop was this Face Blade in the Tower Cellars that was a lightsaber. I consider using this as a budget version for my Vengeance Paladin later on. As I said, I was farming a lot of locations, and in the Arcane Sanctuary I found this cold damage and lightning damage large arm, which is pretty cool for the Vengeance Paladin. Then some random mob near the Shank dropped me Martel de Fer. This is also again really good budget version for the Barbarians, the Gavel of Pain. My first and only Rainbow Facet so far actually drops right here in the pit. This is +5 -4 cold facet. I will have probably a lot of finds from the pit, but I was actually running a lot of locations. But this one is +1 to summoning skills and 4 to strength Grand Charm. This item was actually quite helpful. I was using it on a swap for a long time. Nudge Spazzer with level 1 Blink. This Wing Harpoon is way better in PD2. This is Gargoyle's Bite with perfect 3 to skills, life leech and 25 poison damage. I actually sold it for a Gal rune, I believe. This Tiara is pretty awesome. 2 to druid skills, 20 faster castrate, 39 life and all resistances, really good. This one again is quite known, Natalia's Mark, although it is a little bit better in the whole set. From the Skulls pile, the main catcher, that is Viper Fork, again rolled nearly perfect with 19 poison skill damage and 4 to poison skills. And then another Mav's Armor that I actually managed to record, although this one is only +1 to skills. Followed by Tal's Armor, this one rolled with 68% to Magic Find. Here in a pit level 2, of course you need to check all the corpses, and I found a Mal rune out of one of them. And then finally here is +3 to combat skills Amulet. I decided to corrupt it right away, and attackers takes damage. No, this is probably the worst possible corruption on the Amulet. Luckily I also got my Grand Charm quite quick, the unique one of course. I was considering buying it, but this one is 38% as well, really nice. I quickly stopped running cows because really Fist of the Heavens doesn't deal enough damage for them, it's a little bit disappointing. But in 1 or 2 runs that I did I found G-Face, and as you can guess right there at the same spot from the pile of those charms I also found Offensive Auras for Paladin's Killer. This item is new to Project Diablo 2 and would have been nice on a Sorceress. This is the Tempest, 2 to skills and 118 to mana, this is really nice. And the Gal rune, again in the pit. Pit keeps delivering, I don't know what to do with it, can't stop it. Here is another useless killer, Defensive Auras. I don't think even PD2 many people use it, maybe supporters. Random mob drops this item next to the Shank, which is Kehagen's, and it rolled 2 to skills, really good. I actually put it on right away. And unique ring from Diablo, let's look at this one. That's a Nature ring with 31%, nice, not too bad, considering that's my first one I believe, maybe second. And actually, yeah, as I said, this was the only map that I ran just to see how powerful I am and if I'm strong enough. And we drop Ethereal Legendary Mallet, holy crap. This one is Stone Crusher with perfect -8% to enemy physical resistance, a lot of strength and 200 ED. I'm hoping to corrupt that one for 4 sockets. And here is also perfect 3-5 Grimm's Burning Dead. That's actually the go-to weapon for the Necro Mages build, which I played last season and it is really amazing. Here is casual 7 MF Small Charm with attack rating. And boom, finally, big high rune over here, Sur rune, let's go. It is actually quite expensive, like 175 or something like this, 1.5, because Bear rune is still super expensive here. Another unique ring, and it's a dwarf star. Well, okay, the stats are quite high, especially stamina. Unique serpent skin armor, the second one for me in the CS. And also the roll is a little bit better at 26%, all resistances corrupted into boom, brick, yo, first one probably for me. Heart of the Oak, nice with 27%, so that was actually a moment when I switched from Hand of Blessed Light and Little Sword to Herald of Zakarum that I bought for a Galrune, just the cheapest one, and the Heart of the Oak. Immediately closed 2 problems, the resistances and FCR. And here is a Javelin and Spear skills killer. Another Gal rune, I don't know, is this like Galception or something? It's a second Gal rune in a week. As you can see, I added Nilathak as well to the party. Aldur's Deception with 2 to elemental skills and 2 to shapeshifting, nice. And this item actually, for those who don't know, is actually really good in PT2. This is a Witch Wheel string with 4 sockets, but mainly because it's able to cast Amplify on striking, which is really good for most melee builds early on. You then of course want to make the Wrath rune work, but this one is really good option in the beginning. And meanwhile here is Atmas Whale. And here I just wanted to showcase you the trade that we did, the Primeval Soul. I traded for 1.1 high runes, for 1 Sur rune and Mau rune, and I gave him back 2 Gal runes, so... And here is a unique ring, one that I did just before bed, and this is a Stone of Jordan, amazing, let's go! What did I tell you about Gal runes? Here is the third one from Eldritch. I like that I managed to showcase almost every area that I farmed actually. So you could see that I was running all the places. This is a gold drop, 40% magic find, pretty good. Fair to say though that I added CS only later on when I was strong enough to actually do it. Blood Fists? Not bad at all, 10 maximum damage, and the War Shrike, also 379 ED, probably good for throw barbs. And then here is a final drop over here, Pull Rune, but let's stay for the gear check of the character. So first of all it's a Trunks Gloves I have for the FCR, Heart of the Oak, then +3 combat with Topaz, Hagens with Topaz, 3 combat Amulet, just some random Herald of Zakarum, those rare boots with dual res and some MF as well, Red Frost, of course what cannot be frozen, that crafted on a day 1 or 2 Spiderweb Sash with some stats, dual res and FCR ring, and of course my inventory has 1 Gits, 1, 2, 3 Skillers, some random Grand Charm with res and stuff, cheapest torch I could afford, and then some useful small charms with resistances, MF and so on. So yeah, that's basically me after 1 week. I have 160 MF and I started running maps as well. So thank you for watching and check out the previous one if you want to. Bye!